Selling Tampa has been canceled and will not be renewed for a second season. I'm so sad. I actually really like this show. One of the cast members, Juawana, spoke to Page 6 about why she thinks racial discrimination could have played a part in the decision. She says when they show us, black women, in a different light, when we're bickering, fighting, and name-calling, they get a season 2 and season 3. But that's not what we were displaying. She continues saying, I feel like we weren't given a second chance, possibly because of what we represented as minority women. A source tells Page 6 that for nearly a year, the whole cast was wondering if they would get a season 2. The source says that they were given the runaround, and they would get hundreds of DMs daily from fans asking when they would be coming back, and they didn't know how to respond to them. But that just last week, Adam DeVello, the creator of Selling Tampa, as well as Selling Sunset and Selling the OC, asked the cast to get on a Zoom call, and that's where they broke the news. Juawana also tells Page 6, Adam specifically said the decision was related to numbers, but never gave any additional information. I don't know if he was talking about rating numbers or budget numbers, he just said numbers. The source also reiterates that the cast wasn't given much explanation about why there was no renewal. And they were just told to tell fans there aren't plans right now for more Selling Tampa, but luckily the first season is still on Netflix for fans to rewatch or discover. The anonymous source also says, we know that Selling Tampa was #1 in multiple countries and it did fairly well. Obviously, it's not going to be a Selling Sunset season 5. It's just weird all of a sudden this all-black cast doesn't even get a chance for season 2. And according to an Orlando outlet, Tampa was the #1 show in the US on Netflix within 24 hours after its release. Juawana added saying when it comes to a minority show of all minority cast members, we're going to naturally have lower numbers because we are a minority in numbers of the population in general. But she says she and the rest of the cast are convinced that they're being held to an unfair standard or ratings expectation. Juawana touches on other issues that came up during filming, including producers that were out of touch and didn't really know how to film with an all-black cast, like having the expectation that they would be ready for a confessional just within an hour. She says with sew-ins or the types of extensions that typically women of color have to get, we don't work on that same time frame. It's not a wash and go. Women that are minorities, it's not that easy. Our hair just in general takes longer. And when they spoke up to production, their remarks were negatively received. She continues saying, I don't recall it being like, okay, we understand, we're going to make a conscious effort to do something different. It was almost like it wasn't said. She also says the cast didn't meet Adam DeVello until a month or 2 after the premiere, whereas on the other shows, he's always on set. And this wasn't during COVID, so she says that's not an excuse. There was a lot more that Juawana told Page 6, but you can read the rest of the interview on the website. I'm really sad that the show isn't getting renewed, but I'm glad Juawana is speaking up about her experience, and I hope that some change can come from it. Let me know your thoughts down below.